Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today's date is July the 21st, 2022, and it's a little bit around 4 o'clock p.m. on Thursday. Today I'm hopping on and I'm going to go ahead and work on the time machine. I said I'd slip back in and do the border 1 and 2, and I'll knock that out. I am delayed today. I had a medical appointment that detained me quite a bit, and so everybody that wanted to see this will have to either hop in late or catch it on the replay, and for that I'm sorry, but once in a while we got to do a little bit of self-care, so I apologize. And also I wanted to circle back a week or so, maybe 2 ago. We said we'd be doing our 2000K giveaway on July the 31st at 5 o'clock on Sunday. So save that date, everyone, so that you'll know when we're doing it. We've got the quilt. It's quilted up. It's bound. It was donated to us by Sylvia Back of You&MeFPP. It looks fabulous. I've already dropped the measurements in one of the other chats a bit ago, and I didn't circle back to give Joe that for today's chat. Hi, June, and welcome, sweetheart. Bebe's already picked out what she's doing for number 2 on the giveaway. This time we've decided, instead of doing it the way that we have prior, we're just going to do whoever's in the chat that day. If you're here in the chat, then we'll do the giveaway that way. Hi, Shelly, sweetheart, and thank you for hopping in. I'll circle back. I'm doing the time machine. Hi, Beth, sweetheart. Welcome, darling. But just going to get the borders on so I can get this on to the long arm probably Saturday-ish, if time allows, and go ahead and get that bound up, quilted up, and get it ready, because I had a lot of people asking me about how to do the binding. So I'm going to circle back. That's why this, instead of the 3 that we were going to do, it's going to take I'm busting it up to make it simpler for everyone. So Cindy, welcome, sweetheart. Elizabeth, welcome, darling. I'm going to go ahead, and everybody I think knows how to do borders, but this is where I'm at right now before we do the borders. And this is the time machine. So please mark your calendars for the giveaway. We don't want anybody thinking we forgot about it. We didn't. We already announced the date for the 31st. So we're circling back now, and I guess we need to announce that every video. So if y'all can share it, we're doing it on the 31st, 5 o'clock, before we hop on with the traveling quilt. That way we're just knocking it all out in one day. So Maddie, hello, sweetheart. Ingrid, hi, darling. Amy C, hello. And if the machine's a bit loud, let me know. This is the 1.5 inch border is going to be the first one that I'm adding. And the 1/4 seam allowance all the way around. It says to go down both sides and then come back across, then do the top and then the bottom. So it's already been seamed together. And I'm just going to slide this so we can get this one done. Janice, hello, hello. You guys want to talk amongst yourself? I love the hearts. That's our favorite thing. Our little mom and pop shop, per se. It's called Handmade by Ying with love, Donna. And everything's based on love. And Bebe named that one too, so she's our little rock star. Got a couple commission projects out. We're blessed that Beth of Goody Goods is doing the numbers. Now I'm really, really glad that I didn't take that on. I'm seeing what she's saying about the illusion of the curves in it. So I'm glad she's doing that for us. And Courtney's been working on our family heirloom, the Indian quilt. And She's just been a bit under the weather, not feeling herself the last few days. If you keep her in your prayers, that'd be great. We need to get her back up on feeling a little bit better. Trying to think. I'm not sure who all's already done the time machine, but it's really cool. All the Donna Robertson patterns come together ever so nicely. I could lay this down on the cutting mat, but I can see through the fabric, so I'm just going to go ahead and snip it off. This is the real light fabric one. So I'm just going to line it up. You guys having a great week so far? I appreciate each and every one of you. A lot of projects lined up coming up in August, and then we're going to really have a lot of fun stuff starting in September when the kids are back in school, so that ought to be fun. Make a little calendar so you'll know what we're working on ahead and get that posted, so there'll be a little link there so you can see ahead what we're doing. And let me see what else is going on this week. Saturday morning at 8 a.m., Sean, the guy who sews, is hosting Sylvia of You&MeFPP at 8 a.m. She's going to teach some FPP of the emu that I butchered. And that's going to turn out fabulous for the one-on-one. And let me see, then Saturday afternoon, I believe it's 3 o'clock, back over on Sean's channel. He's got quite a busy Saturday booked. There's, I believe, 5 content creators. We were all asked to do use our scraps and make a quilt to show the versatility of using up your scraps. So there's several of us involved in that, so make sure you hop over and join that. That's going to be fun to see how everybody, what all they did, what all they've made. Hey girl, welcome. I just told him to keep you in prayer. You were just a tiny bit under the weather. Let me see, Math Geek, hello darling. I did log a lot of the blocks late last night. Our mail hasn't went yet for today to save me just a little bit. I knew today was going to be a long day for us. So, not happy where that ended. I didn't know I was going to be delayed so much, but life happens and you guys are great about it. Letting me slip back a little bit. Yes, so far I could say no, but just keep moving ahead, just scrapping pieces. Absolutely. I used to throw away a lot, and then I've learned over the course of the last year or so, I just cut them down into sizes and gift them. And bless others with them, and then there's some that I do choose to keep. If they have a meaning or I know I can use them for another project, we mark them and keep them. So just give it a little bit of heat love. And normally I would use the acorn pen, but I'm going to heavily starch this. So I'm just giving it a little finger pressing because I'll do the starch after I get the next border on. Math Geek saw mine arrived. Yes, it did. Beautiful, beautiful. Everybody's work is so pretty. I'm just so amazed. I do have some that's being moved where people have been so generous. They're sending in a couple extra blocks, and it's greatly appreciated. This project has taken on a life of its own, and we are so thankful and blessed. Sorry, honey. So let me see. Get this thing. I left it lay really simple so it'll come on easy for me. Hi Nancy, welcome darling. So I think this week you're going to see a lot of progress on quilt 2 as we get that sewed in. And then I'm not sure if we'll make it on the numbers. That one might have to wait a bit. And then there's several that's for quilt 3 that will be going in as well. We'll see how much we can get done. But they're coming along ever so nicely. Stephanie's has arrived to her, so I'm not sure when she's going to have time or get it quilted, but she's going to get it on her schedule because we're ahead of schedule by a little bit, and that's great. I'd rather be ahead than behind. And what else do I have to tell you? Bebe is so excited for the hopscotch that she designed. It's come into her vision. Beth's doing a fabulous job with those. And every night when we see that she's posted anything about her numbers, we lay there and watch it. It's fun to see the progress of it. And we watched a little bit of Courtney's last live on my mom's Indian quilt. It's going to be a family heirloom passed down for years to come. And Courtney's put so much love into that, and she's bringing that full circle. We couldn't ask for anybody better to have quilted this. She's doing a lot of roller work on it. And she's taking it to a whole new level that we never even expected. So that's going to be really pretty when it's done. And let me see. That's starting to get me hooked on paper piecing. Never thought I'd see the day that I'd enjoy it, but it's really relaxing. So now I know why she does it. So I'm going to be leaning on her and Yvette Renee, as well as Courtney, for some guidance, tips, and pointers. Last night I did order a couple large projects with Bebe that we're going to be doing in FPP. So those will definitely be all hands on deck with Courtney, as she's showing me there. What are you going to do with the numbers to put them on as a quilt? So I have to do my granddaughter's pattern, and what she drew is so stinking adorable. She drew a hopscotch board with a rainbow at the end of it. So it'll start at the bottom with number 1, and then it'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the number board will come up from there. And then at the end, it's like a little pot of gold on the rainbow, per se. And we're going to frame it in the numbers when they get to us in black. And then we're going to bring it out a little bit wider, probably about like this, she said. And she's stretching her arms to the tips. And so I'm estimating about 3, maybe 4 feet wide. And however long it's going to take us to make the numbers work. Because she's going to have to, we're going to lay it out in the living room and let her do the foot hop and jump to see. Because it's just going to be for her. And see how that comes in. She wants cherry fabric around the numbers to make them pop really cool. And then she picked cherry backing. And she's going to come up on the long arm with me and help me put her designs in that she wants. So a lot of work's going into this one. But I get so tickled, and so does she, when Beth holds her pattern up that she designed on her little own and showcases it. She's like, this is what I'm working with. And Bebe just, she beams. There's no other way of putting it. She lays there and beams that she's really following her vision and her dream. So I think that speaks volumes. That we can build kids up today, you know? It's just going to be fun. So that one will be done online as well. We'll be showing that as it's coming around. And then I've got our regular side projects. I've got my Korean yogurt or quilt to finish. Beautiful day. I've got the layout ready. I just got to get a day to get it sewed together. And then that'll go in and be finished up, and then it'll go into the shop to be sold off. But that was a fun project. I love a good sew along. So now that everything's pressed flat, we just, according to the directions, we just go ahead and put the second border on. So the directions are wrote very, very clear as to how you're to do them. You use your first border for border 1, then you move out to border 2. So for my border 2, I picked my secondary fabric, which was V fabric, which would have been this one. So it's going to be wrapped like this, and then the binding will be my focal fabric. So I think that's going to come together quite nice. So we're still going to just wrap it and keep going all the way around, kind of like a Christmas present. You're just going to wrap it in. Let me see. June, oh, so cute idea. That was a good of her mind to click like that already. Can't wait to see it. It's going to be beautiful. And just to see the mind of a child wanting to do something like that, I just think it's fabulous. She said it took her about a week or so to figure out how she wanted to draw it up, because I told her any patterns, if we're going to send for help, then we need to do it the right way. So I had reached out to Sylvia back of You&MeFPP, because I knew nothing of FPP at the time, but I'm learning. And she shot me the numbers. I'm not sure if she designed the numbers or if she found a website with them, but she emailed them to me, and for that we're grateful. And so I went ahead and sent those along to Beth. I took Bebe out, and she picked out the colors. She wanted every color in the rainbow as her numbers, and then the rainbow at the top. MJ, hi everyone, just completed the grocery run. Phew, Walmart. It's always an adventure. Thank you, honey. MJ, thank you, darling. Let me see. You've got to take it easy. Out there. I heard Walmart's like a little battleground. But back to Bebe. She had me take her to Walmart. All those little fat quarters that you see lined up there, that's what she picked from. And it's going to be a hopscotch board, and then when she goes to sleepovers with friends or whatever, or even here in the living room, or they could even throw it out in the yard, her and her friends will be able to just play hopscotch. I'd rather see them doing that than hanging on cell phones all summer. So I just think the mind of a child, when they want to do something, we need to instill that into them. We can follow their vision, and Beth, being a mom of 3.5, she's got the 4th one on the way. She understands, and she just gets it. And she's making sure that Bebe sees her work, and that she's calling her out in it, and that she's really following her pattern. And I mean, she was so meticulous. She even put the little number of what number it was to be on each little fact quarter that went to her. I just thought that was so cute. She numbered them, and it was just adorable. And she helped me stuff the envelope and get it ready. And I wouldn't have picked the black that she did because of some kind of stretchy fabric. None of us know what it is. That Handmade by Ying. I think you did an awesome job to put together all those blocks made by all the quilters. You put your skills to work and created some awesome quilt tops. Well done. Patty G, God love you. It all started with just a vision about 6 months ago of 3 ladies who knew that we had some awesome quilters out there and that we could call upon them. And we're so thankful that everybody wanted to do this. It's all the skill of each and every one of you that you put so much into this project. It's just mind-blowing to see how beautiful it's turning out. With a first year of any project, we're going to have bumps, we're going to have hiccups. And I'm thankful that everybody is so caring and understanding. I mean, the blocks are not marked intermediate or beginner, but we did our best in choosing how to send them out. And I think everybody did fabulous. And we couldn't be more thankful and blessed that everybody that has participated in any way, whether it was from the vision of it on set or whether it was Stephanie and Kathy joining in on this to bind them, to quilt them, to come online each week and read everybody's names as we hold the blocks up. I can't say enough for this project. It's just mind-blowing to see the love that everybody is putting into it. And it's great. And the letter that I'm in the process of writing right now that's going to go with all 3 quilts, it's going to talk about each and every one of yous and the love. And that when the recipients get it, it's kind of like a hug from all around the world, because these blocks are coming in from all over. It's not just the United States. They're coming in from Australia, Scotland, England. We've got one from France. So it's just really great to see this. And this is going to become our way of giving back to people we don't know, but it's going to be a way to just share some love, because we don't know what the other charities are and what these people have went through. And it's just mind-blowing to see each block has so much character and so much time put in. It's just beautiful. And I love to sit, like when I'm sitting and I'm starching them and getting them ready for Sunday sew-in, and you just sit there and think of the time and the love that went into them. It's phenomenal. I don't even have words. Stephanie and Kathy, they just love this idea and how great it's coming along. We've had hiccups, as any new project. I can't control the mail. I can only control myself, and we're trying, and I'm a one-man show on this end, and we're thankful. Absolutely. This is how a tradition starts. I hope to be a part of next year's traveling quilt. In the end, I'm going to have a little list of names, and I'm even thinking about like doing a little questionnaire going out to everybody's emails that have participated, that can give us some feedback on if they see something we should have done different, or a way to critique something. Let us know. And if you want to be a part of it next year, we'll mark you down. It's just our way of giving back, and I think it's just phenomenal. And it's been fun. I did decide a new way to log things next year that's going to make it streamlined just a bit faster for me, because I was, like when they first come in, we did everything online that first night because that was the kickoff of it, and that was quite lengthy. So we learned it was okay to go ahead and log them prior. So then I was logging them, and I had my computer set up, and I forgot inadvertently to change the date at the top of one of them, and it's just, we all make mistakes. If someone asked me if their block arrived, I left them know, and if it was delayed, like I said, we can't control that. But we are so grateful, and Stephanie and Kathy, they're looking forward to it each week. This is fun. And to see, I wish we could have like everybody just come online with us, and that way as your block's being presented, I don't know how to do that. That would be a blast. Or to just, I don't know, my mind just goes a million miles an hour with this project. But we've got one lady, Bianca, she donated quite a few blocks, and Brenda Foley, through Sunday's chat, someone had mentioned about making bags to gift the quilts in, and I think that was Lisa Marie. So we were teasing her, we were going to send her these extra blocks and she could make them. Well, Brenda Foley, God love her, she reached out, and she's offered to take several of the blocks, and she's going to make the bags out of the blocks. How cool is that? And they're gonna, the quilts, as they're finished, they'll be going into these to be mailed, to be presented to the organizations. I just think that's neat. And Let me see, what else have I forgotten to tell you? The So Powerful. I know I haven't circled back to that in a bit. But I got this really cool postcard the other day. And I laid it here with intent. I'll still follow up on it with my whips and UFOs. But this is so cool. This is the postcard that they mailed me from when we did those pocketbook, the girls' bags. And this is so sweet. It says, "Thank you and your channel for supporting the purse program. We are thrilled to partner with you in support of the girls in Zambia. Together, we are making a real difference, and it's an honor to serve with you all. Each and every one of your viewers and subscribers have donated, and for that, we are thankful. Thank you, and we look forward to working you in the years ahead, Julian." Now, how cool is that? I think when someone does something and then you follow it up with a thank you, that just speaks volumes, because it shows that all the work you put into them meant something. They didn't have to send postcards. It was just such a nice gesture. Let me see. Start on May Day, which is May 1st, and go for completion of September the 5th, International Charity Day. How cool is that? That's a good idea. Save that idea, because by the time I get off this chat, I will not have those dates wrote down. But that's something we're going to do a little questionnaire, and anybody's emails that's participated. And I was going to do the thank you notes prior, but I may even just hold off until the end and mail the questionnaires. That way, it's going to help us to know how to streamline in a better way next year. If you just want to see something different. I know the first set of blocks that went out, they were a little bit distorted. So with that, we took pictures with my cell phone, and I emailed from my cell phone. That seemed to make quite a difference. And everybody liked that. That way they were also seeing the different color variations. So like I said, for a first year project, we were hopeful for 1, thankful for 2, and totally blessed that we have 3. So we're going to have angel blocks left over, and pending how many come in, we may even be able to muster up enough for 4. I'm trying to, on the sides, work up some blocks as well. That way, if we're really teetering on needing enough, we might end up with a 4th. Who knows? Or we can put it back for next year as a kickoff. I don't know. It'll be up to you all. We're streamlining the project, but this is a project for all of us. We're just the hands involved on this end to make it happen and get it all sewed up. So any ideas that y'all have, tips, tricks, strategies, things that would work a little better, we greatly appreciate all your ideas and input, that we can take the questionnaires, put all the information together. Kathy, Stephanie, and I can sit down afterwards, like a month after the project closes out, and really pick through everything and see what we want to do moving forward. Definitely going to do it again. We've got the second set of block builder cards. That way we might be able to even send different blocks. The girls are going to be able to help with blocks if we can do our videos like they wanted to. And if someone's having trouble, they'll only be doing it on the harder blocks. That way we can just slip them a little how-to video, because it is copyrighted, so we won't be able to publish that. So we have now got 1 and 2 on. How cool is that? I hate little strings. Yes, I do. So I'm done with that. I'll be able to move this out of the way now and chat with you a bit while I'm getting this starched in and pressed in. So I'll move my handy dandy iron over. I always like to start in the corner, and I give it a really good starching. It's just what I choose to do. It makes it lay really flat, so when I'm putting it on the long arm, there's no distortion. And I use my fingers and push my seams in the way that makes it feel like it's going to lay flat. Everybody does them different, but that's just the way that I do mine, and it works. So if we dig back into this book and pick another pattern, would you ladies like to do that? That would be fun. Hold on. What are you doing? What's wrong? Hold on, baby. Hold on. What's wrong? Hold on. Puppy dog tail under my chair. So we had a squeak and pooch. You're laughing hysterically. Who would have known her? Are you listening to it? Is she okay? Come here, baby. You all right? You all right? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Come here, baby. I didn't know you were under there when I moved. You okay? You're gonna, aw. You're gonna tell everybody hi? You gonna let them know you're okay? You gonna let them know you're okay? Okay. Come over here and lay. That way you don't get under the chair legs, okay? So I always do the top first and then I'll go down the sides. It just makes it lay really good and flat. So rub that in with my fingers and come up. So if you have any tips or tricks on how you do yours, drop them in the comments. That way we can all learn from each other. Normally, if I wasn't doing this on camera, I'd be laying it on with my clapper to give it just that little bit of extra heat, love. The pup was under my chair, June. I didn't see. And its little tail, the hair of the tail was under the wheel. So when I stood up, it was looking at me like, yipe, yipe, yipe. And I was like, what's wrong? It was hiding. She's the baby that never leaves under my feet. Miss them, and then I can chat with you girls a bit. And I'm not sure about you guys, but I always, if I see my strings, I go ahead and cut them off right then. Because when I'm on the long arm, I prefer not to have to stop and snip strings. Because when you're in the flow and in the groove of your quilting, it just makes it a little bit simpler. I really like this fabric too. It turned out really nice. Really thinking about adding a third border. This is sweet looking. So let me lay this up here and then I'll move this out of the way and I'll let y'all see how pretty it turned out. Let me know what you think. I think that really finished it off nice. And this is what I was talking about. Fabric 1 was this one. Fabric 3 was there, and then border is going to be fabric 2, which was my focal. So I think it turned out really pretty. Let me see if it stayed in square. It sure did. Love it when there's not going to be very much trimming at all. When you're following your true 1/4 of an inch, and you can lay it down before it's even quilted, and it still looks pretty square. That's good. That's a good project. So like I said, this is the time machine. I'm going to use this week at some point in between appointments and get that quilted up. I'll try. I have a CAT scan on Saturday for my spine, so I don't know if I'll get time to get this quilted up in between the other things that I'll be doing, but we'll see. Guys, I appreciate you hopping on for this project. Next Thursday is going to finish it out. I'll get it quilted up this week at some point, and next Thursday we're going to do the binding, and then this project will be closed out, and several of you have bought the books, and I'm going to put a little note here. This is the projects so that you can see, and I just hate to see anybody waste money buying books when there's 7 more patterns in one that we can complete. So I think they're really cute, depending upon what fabric y'all choose to use. This is going to be my binding, and I've never did the 2-inch binding, so that ought to be sweet going around. It'll be real snug. But this one here, I'm going to sew it to the, I'm thinking about sewing it to the back and hand stitched it through the front, but we'll see. Depends on what my schedule allows. So let me bump back up through this chat right quick and have a look. See, Courtney, honey, are you feeling any better tonight? I sure hope so. Saw that mine arrived. Yeah, I won't be updating that tonight until later. Our mail generally goes between 5 and 6 here, and then it'll take me an hour or so, pending however many came today, to get them starched up and ironed and ready to go for you. And then whatever comes Friday and Saturday, I'll just announce those on Sunday when we do the sew-in. Is this the 3-yard quilts? I have a book, but I think mine is a different one. June, I don't know. Yeah, this is the 3-yard quilt by Fabric Cafe, Donna Robertson. All the books have a number up here in the corner. And this is the one that we had started out doing together, and we've all branched off and doing them on our own. Life happens, and that's what we're doing. So I am going to complete the rest of these between now and my goal is to get 4 more, maybe 5 done before Christmas of these. So I'm going to be moving through them. But if anybody does choose to sew along with me, I think Teresa Louise and I will be doing that. She's away today, and we're going to circle back to the binding, and then we'll be making some choices on how we're going to move forward with that project. So with all that being said, please mark your calendar, set your alarms for July the 31st, because we don't want anybody out there thinking that we're not doing our giveaway, because we are. We've announced it in a couple other areas, so it's out there. So July 31st, we're going to be doing it right before we go live for the traveling quilt project. That is beautiful. Thank you, darling. Elizabeth, you're a sweetheart. So 5 o'clock, 31st, we're giving away. The first drawing will be Sylvia of You&MeFPP, the quilt that she graciously donated, and it's beautiful. And then the second choice will be something that Bebe has picked, and that'll be going for number 2, and I might even throw in a third one. I'm not sure. we'll see what the gumption gives us. So with all that being said, you guys took your time to join us tonight. We've been on for about 45 minutes, and I don't want to tie anybody up because I know there's so many things going on for everybody on Thursdays. And I am, once again, sorry for the delay, but we're dealing with a few issues here on our end medically. So we're just doing what we got to do. And you guys take care. I'll see you back here on Saturday for the sew-along. I'm not sure about the Saturday morning one. I think that's 8 o'clock with Sean and Sylvia of You&MeFPP. She's doing the emu with Sean. And 3 o'clock on Sean's channel for the Scrappy Quilt, where all of us come together and show our progress. I'll be doing my binding, and the others will be either piecing it or showing what their work is. Everybody's at different phases of their project. So it'll be neat to see how all the scrappiness comes together for everybody. So with all that being said, you guys, I'll see you back in one of the videos somewhere along the line. You have a great evening. God bless you. Take care. And thanks for taking your time this evening to hop on and see what we're up to. And once again, take care. Thank you all. Bye-bye.